Of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Well, this defense for the Commanders was terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment, so this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Paul on a give up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Bringing it down for a loss was Tariq Castro Fields with a really nice effort. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Wilson to throw. Wide open receiver complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
A give running right is Hall. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Breece Hall, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Commanders 0.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Samuel in motion. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. First target, first catch, and a first down. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to them, 15 big yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. The Broncos had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Here's Hall again. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Alert! Alert!
Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. 23 yards on the play.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. To the right side and complete to Thomas. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson from 6 yards away. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On second down, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hall. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Straight ahead is Hall. Taken down at the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 23. Wilson now to throw on third down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Running it with a fullback, Burton. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The fullback dive held up short. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
Dotson's somebody who can turn any catch into a big play. That's why Washington took him 16th overall in 2022, and that's what he showed in a strong rookie season. Expect a big jump for him in year 2.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. eluding the pressure right.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this. He's got a man, complete. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Touch 50, touch 50.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The role of the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
Well, certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And no move to get get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He'll look to throw.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! 19 tight! 19! Hurry!
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
79 Broncos!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly.
This to perhaps salt this one away.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Wilson.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football. And look,
oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Wilson to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Here's 1st down.
There's Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Throwing now is Wilson. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Friday.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go.
And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders, and they are going to win this football game.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.